Welcome to Friday Morning Dharma on December 6th. Yeah. 7th? Oh, the 5th. 5th. Sorry, December 5th, like I said. Yeah. So why don't we go ahead and settle in for some meditation? Please, please take care to ensure that your spine is straight and relaxed. You might find it helpful as you settle into a comfortable meditation posture to emulate a mountain. The mountain is still and silent, grounded and stable, with ancient wisdom awareness. Please feel free to bring your awareness to the exhalation of your breath and very gently allow your exhalation to be just a bit longer and a bit more pronounced than your inhalation. Please feel free to experiment with pausing briefly at the bottom of each exhalation. This meditation technique will allow both your physical body and your mind to settle and rest, to become quiet and still. There is an aspect of the body that is referred to sometimes as the inner body. Some schools of meditation refer to it as the subtle body. And by coming into contact with your inner body, you can make manifest a more tranquil, supple state of awareness. So, to accomplish this, I'd like you to please draw your awareness inside of your body and become aware of sensations. These sensations may start in your hands and your feet in the form of a tingling, perhaps a lightness, perhaps a heaviness, perhaps a pulsation. No analysis is necessary. There's nothing to figure out. Just be the silent observer of these sensations and allow a more tranquil, awakened state of awareness to emerge. Day after day, year after year, the mountain simply observes silently. The wind may blow, the sun may shine, snow may fall on the mountain, accumulate, and then disappear. The mountain simply observes silently. No judgment, no labeling, no comparing, no expectation. For the last few moments of our meditation this morning, please be like a mountain as you silently observe sensations within your own body mountain. Now, now please gently redirect your awareness. Become aware again of this collection of parts we've agreed to label physical body, and allow your breathing to become less shallow. Taking deeper and deeper breaths, become aware again of the garments of clothing resting on the surface of your body. Become aware again of your surroundings inside the room you're occupying. Deeper and deeper breaths, becoming aware again of the world that exists outside of the room that you're occupying. Become aware again of clouds, of blue sky beyond the clouds, of limitless space beyond the blue sky. And we dedicate all of the positive energy, all of the merit from this morning's meditation to world peace. May all beings without exception soon come to enjoy an abundance of pure air and water, delicious, nutritious food, safe, warm, dry, reliable, affordable shelter, and comfortable, functional, attractive clothing. And with everyone's basic needs met, may we all enter and progress on wisdom paths that lead to complete liberation from all forms of suffering. Completely fill up your belly and lungs with air, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring your meditation to an end. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome back. So, early next month, we're going to start kind of a more traditional kind of meditation study program, which I can fill you in after class. We're going to continue our Monday, Friday classes, just until then, and just talk about sort of random topics, random Dharma topics, random life topics. Um, so I think a lot of you are aware of the fact that I lead meditation on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays at Aldo Leopold Middle School. Yeah, it's kind of one of those sort of the toughest job I've ever loved things, you know? Yeah, but it truly is gratifying. It's gratifying on a lot of levels, and one of which is giving these young people, tools for, sort of potentially being able to control their inner environment, and then ultimately, making it easier for them to navigate their external environment. So, yeah. But recently we've been talking about in the middle school meditations, we've been talking about giving, and it's really fun. It's a relevant topic for middle schoolers, relevant topic for adults, especially during the holiday season, right? And so, I've got 6 different groups I lead. I won't get into too much detail, but like 3 one week and then the other 3 the next week, and then alternating like that. So at the start of each of the meditation classes, with regard to this topic of giving, I ask, which is your favorite? Show of hands, which is your favorite, to give or to receive? and forgive. Some young people raise their hands, receive others. Some people are going like this, like this, can't decide. It's really, really, truly an endearing experience. Um, and One of the advisories, it was truly remarkable. Is I've got an idea of where I'm thinking, try to be free of expectation. And there's a certain direction I am hoping the conversation will go with regard to giving and the discussion and so forth. And I don't grade them, but one of the one of the classes got an A+ on this giving receiving relationship. I was totally amazed. Um, but we talked about the importance actually of receiving, the importance of receiving because, you know, if there's not a receiver, then giving isn't possible, right? And, that's a big thing. That's huge, 'Cause I think that a lot of, I know myself and a lot of adults, friends and acquaintances of mine have trouble receiving. It's like we feel kind of awkward about it. Kids, not so much, not so much. I can sort of see some of the middle schoolers, some sort of reluctance and discomfort associated with receiving. I can kind of sense some seeds of it, but not like a lot of us adults have, especially with regard to receiving compliments. Yeah, that's a big one. And that's sort of a topic, sort of what's behind that reluctance for us to receive compliments. That can be another conversation for another day. Um, but spoiler has to do with ego, sense of self, the spotlight being shined on the sense of self, but anyways, we can dive into that a little bit more deeply. Um, I don't talk much about Buddhism. I talk very, very little about Buddhism in the middle school meditations. But there was one kind of a story that I wanted to share with them because I think it really illustrates this point of receiving in a really powerful, really clear way. And that is that during the time of the Buddha, 2,600 years ago, he had followers, an assembly of monks and nuns and householders as well. But the monks and nuns sort of really had to follow the instructions of training the mind. And, I'm sure most of y'all know that back in the day, they had their alms bowl, their begging bowl, and they would go out once a day to beg their once a day meal from the householders wherever they were living. And, a big question was, well, what about meat? What about meat and eating meat and suffering and killing that happens for animals who are killed to make meat? And then the monks and nuns were like, what do we do if a householder offers us meat as part of our alms? And the Buddha said, you should accept the meat and you should eat it because the consequences of your the consequences of your not giving someone the opportunity to give, of denying them the opportunity to give, is greater than the consequences of eating meat. That's kind of a strong statement about the importance of giving and being able to receive, and receiving enables giving and all of that. So that's always been a kind of a sort of a story that has really resonated with me about the power of giving. And so anyways, here's where the middle schoolers got the A+, and it was unprompted by me. I didn't lead them through it. you know, they one of the kids, two kind of said the same thing at about the same time in different words. They said, because a person can't give unless you're willing to receive, able to receive, you're actually giving by receiving. Yeah. So it's like at some level, it's like this circle that takes place of giving, receiving. And at some point, they're almost the same thing, giving and receiving. They're of one taste, really. And I think it's a really powerful um, lesson teaching for any age group, especially this time of year during the holidays. So here's to our trying to receive graciously, give graciously without expectation, recognizing that it's kind of this beautiful dance, this beautiful circle that's taking place, a synergy that exists. So, okay, I think that's it for now. Um, have a great weekend. We've got Medicine Buddha meditation tomorrow, both online and in person. You can register, no charge, of course, for Medicine Buddha meditation. You can just drop in if you attend in person, or you can register online for free and participate that way via Zoom. So stay warm. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah. 8:30. 8:30, I should have mentioned. Yep. Our Monday, Friday, and Saturday all start at 8:30, although Medicine Buddha is 45 minutes in length, whereas this is 30 minutes in length, the Monday, Friday classes.